That's awesome. Starbucks is superior to Dunkin' Donuts. Depends what you're getting.
It's all about the frappuccinos.
Yeah, the Frappuccino is a nice treat. But if you think about it, like, I mean, me and my wife used to be really bad about
What
it.
if I'm going to get donuts?
We used to get like 2 to 5 Starbucks a day. Sometimes one for ourselves. Sometimes we share one. And there's no point getting the small size because you pay $1 or 2 more and you get a much bigger size. They're so smart about it. It's like, might as well. I'm already spending $5 for this cup of coffee. Why not spend $6? Right? You do that freaking, 3 times a day. That's $18 in one day. Do that 5 days a week. That's freaking $90 in coffee. You're literally freaking pissing money into a toilet. Damn, you could do so much with that. You could buy some high-end RAM for your computer. Maybe a nice little, auxiliary fan. You could buy a little miniature helicopter to troll people with. And all of those things have so much more replay value. Okay.
I know, right?
Hey, Beard and Hat. There's Dunkin' Donuts all over the place. Like there's several in Chicago, Indy, Northwest, Arizona. Yeah.
Oh my god. This is like the most. Do I have chat logging on? I'm pretty sure I do. I need to save this. This is gonna have to go up on the website. Cause this is like the most intense debate, and then everybody's like freaking going to this. Albie's having a different discussion, and Pizza Boy puts in like random emails. I'm like, what's going on here? See, that's why you gotta have to listen live and watch us live. It's a whole different experience. But Dunkin' is everywhere. Probably more places than the Starbucks is. But that's a whole different story. I mean, I like Dunkin' Donuts. I can't say one's better than the other. It depends what you're in the mood for. Sometimes I want a cheap drink that's enjoyable and not pretentious. And sometimes I want to buy something really expensive so I can feel better about myself.
I feel worse about myself normally when I buy Starbucks.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm like, I just ordered something 10 times more expensive than it should be, and I could have made it better.
Oh yeah, now they're opening up a new spin-off of their Starbucks brand. I forget what they call it, but it's gonna be an upscale coffee experience where you can actually see the coffee being produced on a Krispy Kreme-like conveyor belt kind of thing, where you see everything like huge vats of coffee being prepared or whatever, and I don't know, like it's
What?
yeah, I don't get it. Like
you already see your coffee being made.
it's gonna be like a Willy Wonka type thing, like mass scale coffee production right in front of you into your cup.
Nice.
That's the way they describe it. I'm like, okay, who's gonna?
Are
you gonna hire Oompa Loompas?
Gee, yeah, I just get my Trader Joe's hazel beans, grind them up, put them in a thing, put some honey in it, and drink.
Nah, I will say that like we do drink a lot of instant. We're not, we have the already grounded coffee, not instant coffee. Instant coffee is no good, but in a pinch, sure. But it's already grounded up. The Folgers, the Maxwell House, whatever. I prefer the Colombian brands. Puerto Rican tends to drink the Colombian coffee, like Bustelo or Pilon, but having the coffee beans and grinding them from scratch makes a big difference. The robustness, the aroma, it's a whole different experience.
The sexiness. Yes, I know.
But yeah, Tycho says, why spend the money at Starbucks when you can make your own coffee at home? But I think with those kind of things, it's kind of like you're treating yourself. And it's always nice to have someone else do it for you. It's the same reason we eat out. I could probably cook better than most of these restaurants do, but you're getting the service and you get to kick back and enjoy it, So, anyway, back to the patch. So Kelthas, we were talking about how he was being teased, and he's officially out, and he's in baseballs.
Oh my god. The fucking
all the AoEs all the time.
So
no
good.
shit. When I'm running through and I'm pushing onto him first, he pushes me up, And then when everybody beats my ass because nobody follows me in, I start running away, and then all of a sudden I see this giant fireball chasing me. What the hell is that? Why is it chasing me? Guess what? I'm dead.
Slow
Half-health
death.
Diablo died in one shot.
Oh, it's so good. Now, now there's already people crying out that he's OP. Trust me, he can't be shut down. If your team doesn't know how to work with him, if they're like really passive or just wusses, and they leave you all
can hardly
alone.
deal with him.
Yeah, but you know, it seems like Blizzard is really focusing a lot on DPS heroes, whether they're assassins or specialists. And you know, cause I get it. It's a smart business decision because that's what people like. People like putting out that damage and seeing people blow up or fly away. You know, with the low ragdoll physics. You know, it's great. Vaporizing people and making them fly away. It's awesome. But at least now it's a little more diversity because it's another mage, and really the only one we've had so far is Jaina, technically. You know.
Well, we really need some. I mean, we haven't had a support in a while either, have we?
No, it feels like there hasn't been a
want
support in a
fresh
while.
support. I want a Diablo support, and I really want like a merchant or something what he does instead of healing, he just makes other people deal like 1,000% more damage.
Or how about a support that specializes instead of buffs? How about debuffs?
You could do
Gimping.
that for like a merchant too, or some effect of that, because then you could say, enemies' weapons damage is down, or enemies' movement speed is down, and then they could buff up our allies, like allied weapon damage or damage is up by 10 or whatever.
The Q would be sharpen the blades, W would be dull the blade.
Yeah.
Like that would possibly be what the abilities' names are, because I'm just thinking like a Diablo merchant selling you the armor and crap.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. Finally.
And then there's like literally swords just rain down.
The chat just went back to the whole PC versus Mac thing. There it is. That is the difference between me and all of you. I don't game on computer. You're missing out. It's a whole different experience, and they don't have to be mutually exclusive. You know, they both bring something different, but yeah. But see, like, you know, I don't know. Beard, we wish you were part of our side so we can hang out more.
Yeah, would love to hang out with you.
But anyway, back to the patch, and I don't know if we keep going off our rants like that, we might not even make it to our feature discussion today. But another thing they did was, you know, there's a lot of UI changes and just graphical tweaks overall, and enhanced the animations and models. You know, Diablo has a new mount, which we talked about before, and then now it's official. Now he has the option to just run on all fours instead of actually going in the mount.
Awesome, dude.
Yep. So he's very beast-like now. The practice mode is now called training, and the co-op is now under the versus AI section. And you could choose to have AI teammates or human teammates. So they're consolidating a lot, and I'm thinking they're freeing up realty for additional modes in the near future.
That's what I kind of saw too. But what you guys saying here?
Yeah, and if you check out our blog, we have some more notes on the patch and some of the stuff that we see coming in the future. The portraits, they did so much to make the portraits really sexy. They really pop.
So
yeah, you can customize them. The master portraits are very distinct from the regular hero portraits, and you can put different frames on them.
The beta portrait actually kind of got a technically master portrait. If you got level 40 before the beta went open, you get a like an exploding beta.
Even if you get it before the white,
to get it. I got 5 days before it's officially open to get 40.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. I think they did anything like that for the alpha, but they did so many wipes that I don't know, I lost track. But what's interesting, the most shocking and surprising changes are that ETC and Diablo got buffed. So the rich got richer.
Yes.
I mean,
I know.
I
My
love 'em.
heroes that I play.
I mean, I love them both, but it's like,
What they do to
Yeah.
Diablo?
they gave him like they like reworked one of his talents and made him have more sustain, basically.
More sustain.
Yeah.
Other than, probably the biggest health bar in the game.
And I believe that the design logic was that they want him to feel more confident going into the middle of team fights or something like that. Yeah.
Really?
And then they nerfed Sanya. I'm like, wait, so you just closed the gap between... I mean, you still have Muradin. Like, I would say you have ETC and Diablo on the same level. Then right behind them are Muradin, maybe Arthas, maybe Tyrael. And then beneath that is Sanya. And I love Sanya. But it's like, if she gets CC'd or focused really hard, she falls off pretty bad. And she's more of a bruiser warrior than a tank. So her main source of being able to tank damage is her sustain, which comes from her healing, which comes from her whirlwind, and they nerfed her whirlwind. They brought down the base heal from like 40% to 25%. That's a huge change.
It was basically to where when you run in and you used to get like just be able to sustain for a couple of seconds till your team actually got on top of you. You go in now, you whirlwind and you die.
Yeah. It's stupid
It
because
used to be if you had like a ton of minions around, you just couldn't die.
yeah, and that's why you just learned don't fight here near minions. When you need it with Asanya, try to kite her away from where she has the most sustain. Anything she can cause damage to, even walls, get away from those things. And then after that, she's not as much of a threat because she's not putting out as much DPS as other people. You just try to learn to ignore her or burst her down,
Right.
But I think it was a little overkill. Another thing that caught people by surprise is that they said Sylvanas, and I'm kind of roughly paraphrasing here, but it said Sylvanas was in a very good spot. They're not looking to touch her kit at all or do anything with her. The only thing they are examining is her possession, but right now they're not going to proceed with any changes because they don't know what direction to go in, but they're welcoming feedback and suggestions from the community. But then I look at the patch notes, and they changed her follow through to like they made it into her, rebranded it so it's more personalized to her. Globally, pretty much every hero that has follow through gets a 40% buff to their next attack after they use an ability. They brought hers down to 25%. Now I get it; she could spam her Q, and that'd make her really bursty.
Right.
But it's like how did you go from we're not gonna touch her? She's in a very good place. She's fine as she is. It's like, all right, here's a nerf. Herp-a-derp. Healing wards. Yeah, that's an interesting one. They kind of nerfed it and buffed it at the same time. So now it's no longer a 1 or 2 hit thing. They have base HP that scales as you level up. But even though they're a little more hardier now, they are susceptible to AoE. So any damage that it's exposed to will bring it down little by little. So
That's gonna be crazy, dude. I can't. There's a lot of things that are happening right now that don't make sense, but just let everything get finished. I mean, you know how developers are game, especially with the MOBA style. Let it finish. Don't blow it up right away. They're still changing things. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say more on it, but the other big elephant in the room is matchmaking. If I hear matchmaking is terrible, it's broken, please shut down this game until you fix it. and other stupid shit like that, or the freaking we need a surrender option. I'm gonna freaking flip. Cause really, is matchmaking even that bad?